A very good afternoon and welcome to our session on a very important topic, which is how to prepare for a normal delivery. We are glad to have Dr. Sheetal Sachdeva among us today to help us understand the topic and every bit of it. The doctor will take us through that more in the session today. So be there till the end. And also, if you have any doubts, post it on the comment section. The doctor will take all your queries and doubts by the end of the session. So stay tuned. Doctor, you have the stage.
Thank you, Nikita, and thank you for the introduction. And I welcome you all to this session on how to prepare yourself for a normal, healthy vaginal delivery. So, we all know the benefits of the vaginal delivery because having a vaginal delivery opens your doors to a faster recovery period. It avoids major surgery and it helps us in the recovery. And you have to understand one thing, that preparing for a vaginal delivery is like preparing for a marathon. Like Rome was not built for it, built in a day. So one has to prepare their bodies both physically and mentally for the final outcome when you are at the end of the ninth month and the baby is ready to pop out. So we need to prepare both physical and mental aspects of our body. The first thing which I would like to mention is that one has to be careful with both your weight and diet. Commonly, you would have come across the advice from the elders in the family that now you're eating for two, not one. But one has to understand that we are not looking for a steep gain in the weight in throughout your pregnancy. We generally follow the rule of 1 plus 5 plus 5. Overall, depending on the pre-pregnancy weight, if you fall in the healthy BMI, then we are looking for only 1 kg weight gain in the first trimester. So you do not have to eat for two. You just have to be careful that whatever you do, whatever you eat should have healthy proportions. Plus, you have to avoid the fatty and the fried stuff so that you don't gain too much of a weight, because the baby does not need that many calories, and in case you put on too much of weight in your first trimester, so the body gets used to putting on weight on your body. So you have to be careful with that. Another thing is that if you gain too much of weight during your entire pregnancy, then we have generally seen that those patients, that subset of patients, has difficulty in going into spontaneous labor. One reason could be because there is so much of belly fat, and due to that abdominal fat, the head of the baby generally dangles, in the lower abdomen, in the lower tummy, and it has difficulty in getting fixed in entering the pelvis and getting engaged as well. So you have to understand that everything has to follow a clear mechanism. Many a times we come across that the patients are able to maintain weight in the first and the second trimester, but at the end of the third trimester, due to intake of a lot of ghee, as advised by families, they tend to gain too much of weight in the last 1 month. See, you have to respect the feelings of your elders, but then you have to also understand that there is no direct mechanism by which you have ghee from the mouth and the baby slides out from the vagina. So one has to understand that it may not be that beneficial as expected. So be careful. Overall, 11 to 15 kgs of weight gain in an average female, 1 kg in the first trimester, 5 kgs in the second, and 5 in the third. Let it be the target. But apart from that, if somebody is morbidly obese or somebody has a very high BMI in the beginning of pregnancy, so that rule of 11 to 15 kgs does not apply there. So you might not actually gain too much of weight during the pregnancy, and still the baby would be healthy, and that again gives you an opportunity to lose weight as well. Second thing is the role of the balanced diet. Now you have to have a lot of fibers also. So the rule of thumb is that let in each meal half the portion be devoted to fruits and vegetables, 1/4 of the portion be devoted to lean protein, and 1/4 to whole grain. So you have to divide your meals in this proportion. At the same time, we generally suggest that you should have meals every 2 to 3 hours, but don't go overboard with the quantity and the content. So one has to gain healthy weight and maintain a healthy diet for preparation for a normal healthy vaginal delivery. Second aspect is the walking and the prenatal yoga. Now, one has to understand that as far as the walking is concerned, if you are not used to walking too much in pregnancy, if your doctor has suggested you rest in the first and the second trimester, so you start off the walk and gradually build it up. You start with a 15-minute walk and gradually build up to 30 minutes, 40 minutes as per your convenience. Another thing is that you have to engage in breathing exercises. The breathing exercises, they help you. Once you have practiced in your antenatal period, in your third trimester, time the contractions when you're actually in labor. So during labor, what we generally suggest is that while you're pushing, though you're supposed to take short breaths while you're pushing. And once the contraction is over, then you're supposed to take long, deep breaths. So you have to adequately practice the breathing exercises, the pranayama and the yoga that would help you. Another thing is the squats. Now you should be starting your squats in the third trimester and especially in the eighth month. So I generally suggest after 32 weeks, if there's no contraindication, then you start off with the half squats. How do you do that? You hold the edge of the table or a bed and spread your arms, spread your hands till the width of your shoulders and spread your legs also, roughly approximately to the width of the shoulders. Now you go halfway down, count till 10, and then get up. The idea is not to go up and down too frequently. The idea is to go down, hold it till you can, and then get up. Do in a sets of 15 to 20, 3 to 4 times a day. You start 1 or 2 sets in a day and gradually build up till the ones you are comfortable with. And just you have to push yourself a bit. And you can take the help of your spouse or family members because it's a little difficult to get up on your own sometimes. And somebody should be around in case you are not able to maintain the balance. Another thing is the exercising to full squats. Now, full squats, what you will do, similar position, similar way of standing. You will go all the way down. You will count till 10 or 20, and then you will, with the help of your partner, you will get up. Now, this exercise helps you a lot when you are in active labor and when the mouth of the uterus is almost opened up, ready to deliver. There, sometimes the head of the baby is not too low, and those are the times, when we suggest and we advise and we request our labor room team to help you out with the squats. So if you are used to that position, if you are used to doing those squats, they help you out in the second stage of labor as well. So those patients who have been practicing it adequately, they are able to manage it well. So do start your squats in the third trimester, especially in the eighth and the ninth month. Another thing is the camel and cat exercises, the duck walk and the butterfly. With the butterfly, you are sitting in that butterfly position, it open up, it relaxes and contracts your perineal muscles. So they give way, they make that pelvic area soft and supple for the vaginal delivery to happen. For camel and cat, you're supposed to be on the all fours and you will do the camel and cat adequately. That helps in the backache and the leg cramps also. The duck walk is practically walking in a squatting position. So it eases, it relaxes your pelvic musculature and helps in the presenting part of the baby to fall in place, to fall in the right alignment, and for you to progress into spontaneous onset of labor pains. Another thing which we generally suggest is the prenatal yoga. So, basic yoga, basic breathing exercises, antenatal yoga should be done by all in the first and the second trimester. In the third trimester, you can be more adventurous because after 32, 34 weeks, we are looking for the onset of pains on their own. So the prenatal yoga is definitely allowed from our side. You don't need permission, but yes, if there are certain conditions like low-lying placenta or increased LICA in your pregnancy, then you need the advice from your consulting gynecologist whether you should be engaging in these activities or not. The third thing is you have to practice the Kegel exercises and the perineal massage in the third trimester, especially. So, how do we do the Kegels? Imagine that you are passing urine And in the middle of it, we suggest that you should hold the stream. So you would be contracting your muscles in the pelvic area. You don't need to hold your breath, but you'll be just contracting the muscles and count till 10, count till 20, whatever is comfortable, and then just release it. So this is how you do the Kegel exercises. Now this tones up the muscles down there also, and it provides a good blood supply to those muscles as well. Second is the perineal massage. Now, once you start approaching 36 weeks, so there you start preparation of the perineum as well. So you gently stretch the perineum every day, and this helps in easy labor also, and it avoids too much of tearing of the vaginal muscles once the baby is born. So the practice of the Kegel exercises and a perineal massage will always help in smoothing your birthing experience. So I hope this is the end of my session, and if anybody has any doubts, we can take it up in the comment section or now, and that would be it. I wish you all, the expecting mamas, a positive birthing experience and a faster recovery. Thank you. Thank you, Nikita. So that would be it.